All right, this is lesson H. We're going to learn how to find the equation of a line between 2 points on our calculators. So the steps I'm going to be doing are all right here, in case you forget what I'm saying. I have to refer back to the steps I'm talking about, or if I'm going too fast. But these are the steps that we will be using. And so here we go. We're going to be finding the equation of a line. So that's y equals mx plus b. To truly have an equation of a line, you need a value for m and a value for b. We were able to do this on our calculator. This is our x and y. This is another x and y. So in list 1, we're going to list our x values, 3, 5. In list 2, we're going to list our y values, 6, 24. So notice, if you list 3 first on x, then you need to list 6 first on y. So I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to go to Stat button right here, and then number 1 is Edit. If you have stuff in your list, arrow up to where it's darkened, hit clear, and come down. And then you can arrow up, hit clear, come down. I'm going to type in my x values in list 1. So 3, enter, 5, enter. Now I'm over on list 2. I'll type in my y values, 6, enter, 24, enter. Once you get those in there, you're going to go back to your home screen by hitting second quit. It's right beside the second button. So second, and then mode is quit. Now we're going to go to Stat. We're going to arrow to the right to Calculate. And choice number 4 is Linear Regression. We're going to hit Enter. If you have an old school calculator, then you can just hit Enter and you'll immediately be there. If you've got a newer calculator like this one, your X list needs to have list 1. Your Y list needs to have list 2. If it doesn't have anything, then L1 and L2 are behind the 1 and 2 keys. So you can hit second 2 and L2 will appear there. Don't have anything in your frequency list. We don't want to store the equation. Hit calculate, and there we go. So instead of m, they call it a, but we just put the 9 in place of the slope and the negative 21 in place of the b. So we have y equals 9x minus 21. All right, so our next problem, I'm just going to do several of these here. I'm going to put my x values in list 1, and then my y values in list 2. So I'm going to go to Stat, Edit. I have stuff in my list now, so I need to arrow up, hit clear, come back down. Arrow up, hit clear, come back down. I'll type in my x values, and then I'll type in my y values. Second quit. I'm going to go to Stat, Calc, number 4, and then enter, 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 and I get y equals negative 2x plus 52. All right, we're going to do it again. This time, though, it says to write your answer in fraction form, but we go about it the same way. I'm going to put my x values in list 1 and my y values in list 2. So I'm going to go to Stat and Edit, arrow up, hit clear, come back down, arrow up, hit clear, come back down, and I'll type these in 14, 26, 45, 63. All right, second quit, Stat, Calculate, number 4. And we get y equals 1.5x plus 24. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Y equals 1.5x plus 24. But since it wants it in fraction form, I need to change my decimal to a fraction. You may know, just off the top of your head, that 1.5 is 3/2. If you don't know that, then you can type in your calculator 1.5 and then go up here to math, the math button, and the very first choice is frac. And it's going to convert 1.5 into a reduced fraction for you. Hit enter. So 1.5 equals 3/2. So y equals 3/2 x plus 24. Okay, practicing a few more here. So on example 4, we're going to find the equation of the line. We want fractions again. So list 1, we'll put our x values. List 2, we'll put our y values. I'm going to go to Stat, Edit, arrow up, hit clear, come down. Arrow up, hit clear, come down. Alright, so I have 3, -1, and here I'll have 2, 5. I'm going to hit second quit, Stat, Calc, number 4, enter, 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 and I get y equals -0.75x plus 4.25. So y equals -0.75x plus 4.25. But I want to write it in fraction form. So if you don't know what these fractions are, type in -0.75 and then hit math. Choice number 1 is frac. Enter. So -0.75 is the same as -3/4. And then the next one, we'll type in 4.25, math, frac, and we get 17/4. Alright. If you're catching on, I suggest pausing the video and trying these next 3 on your own. But I'm going to work them for you real quick. So list 1, list 2. I'm going to put my x values in list 1 and my y values in list 2. I'm going to go to Stat, Edit, arrow up, hit clear, come down. Arrow up, hit clear, come down. So 2, -3, 5, and 1. I'm going to hit second quit, Stat, Calculate, choice number 4, enter, 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 and we get y equals 0.8x plus 3.4. Writing this in fraction form, I'm going to type in 0.8 math frac, and it's going to put it into a fraction for me, 4/5. And then I'll type in 3.4 math frac, and I get 17/5. Okay, doing good here. So the next one, list 1, list 2. Going to put my x values in list 1 and then my y values in list 2. Stat, Edit, arrow up, hit clear, come down. Arrow up, hit clear, come down. -4, 2, and then over here I'll do 8, 4. Second quit, Stat, calc, number 4, enter, 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 enter. Get y equals negative 0.6 repeating plus 5.3 repeating. So y equals negative 0.6 repeating x plus 5.3 repeating. So when you have repeating decimals like this, in order for it to put it into a fraction, negative point, you need to fill up the entire screen. You can't just put a few sixes down. You got to fill up the entire screen and then some. And then you could do math frat. And you'll get, it's negative 2/3. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus. And the same thing with this one. 5 point, and you just got to fill up your whole screen with, with 3's. And then some. Okay. And then math frat. And we get 16/3. And the last one, again, pause it, try it yourself. In list 1, we'll put our x values. In list 2, we'll put our y values. I'm going to go to Stat, Edit, arrow up, hit clear, come down. Arrow up, hit clear, come down. 9, 18, 1, 5. Second quit, Stat, Calc, number 4, enter, 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 enter. And I have y equals 0.4 repeating minus 3. So y equals 0.4 repeating x minus 3. So in fraction form, I'm going to do 0.4 and I'm going to fill up my whole screen and then some. And then do math frac. It's 4/9. So y equals 4/9 x minus 3.